everyone, I'm Shekina and welcome to Sheki's Campus Passport, the show that takes you beyond the borders, where we connect students with the world. This is your ultimate guide to exploring study abroad opportunities, so get ready to onboard as the Campus Passport starts now. Hi everyone, I'm Sheki and today we are starting a new segment called Sheki's Campus Passport where we will be featuring some of your favorite institutions, and today we have a special guest. And since it's January of 2025, I want to greet everyone a happy new year. Yes, you're right, we are starting the year strong. And today we are gonna be featuring one of our long-time partner institution, which is Queensford College of Australia. And here with me is Miss Mary Ramos, the Student Experience Manager of Queensford College.
Hi everyone! I am Mary Ramos. I am the Student Experience Manager of Queensford College. And yes, we've been a long-time partners or friends with PSZ.
Okay, so Ma'am Mary, how long have you been working with Queensford?
I've been with them almost 7 years next month.
Wow, that's really long.
Yes.
And we have had students now that are really successful with them already. So
One of them.
yeah, she's one of them. She's manifestation, or she's a total, parang testimonial when it comes to international students. So with that, I wanna start with the question: what are the benefits of as a Filipino being an international student in Australia?
Yeah, actually there are a lot of benefits of studying in Australia, and one of them, as always, is the quality of education that Australia gives. But what I want to highlight is the study work-life balance in Australia. Obviously, when you are an international student, you might think that it's like here in the Philippines where you study 6 days a week or 7 days a week sometimes. But in Australia, no, you only have to go to the classes 2 days a week. And then the rest of the days, you can work up to 24 hours a week. And the rest of the other days, you can go and explore Australia. There are a lot of things or a lot of places to visit in Australia, which you could explore even with your time. With the time of your student visa, I don't think that's gonna be enough for you to explore Australia. So you would want to get more, to experience more, to travel Australia itself. Australia is a big country, so there's a lot of places where you could go to. Even me, I've been in Australia for almost 8 years now, and haven't been to a lot of other places. I haven't been to Canberra, I haven't been to South Australia or to Perth. So there's still a lot of places that I want to go. But yeah, in Australia you will be able to save. It's not easy, but it's you can, unlike here in the Philippines, it's gonna be hard for you to, when you want to go out and explore, or you want to go out and travel, just within Australia or just within Philippines, it's hard to save money. But in Australia, since the income is good, the income is great, you'll be, as long as you know your priorities and all, you'll be able to save money and explore Australia.
Okay, just a side question: what are your hobbies when you don't work?
Oh, me? At the moment, I'm into Pilates.
Wow.
And I'm into yoga. So that's my hobbies at the moment. That's where I go whenever I'm not working, or I go to the beach. I love the beaches in Australia. It's really so beautiful.
So when you go, for example, in the city, right? So beaches are just
I am based in Brisbane, right? So there's Sunshine Coast and there's also Gold Coast, separate ways. And from the city, Gold Coast is just an hour or two, and Sunshine Coast is 2 hours to 3 hours. So it's by drive. So, and it's free. You can go just as long as you have the car to go to Sunshine Coast. You can go. But in Gold Coast, there's train that you can take to go to the Gold Coast. So it's easy. It's not you need to take the plane and all. No, so easy to go to the beach.
So it's really a mix of hobbies and interests. It's a mix of cultural identity when you are in Australia.
That's one benefit as well when you are studying abroad, not just in Australia. You'll learn a lot of different cultures, and you'll be able to experience different cultures as well. Have friends from different nationality.
Yeah.
So it's one good thing. And if you want to come back to the Philippines, whatever you've learned in Australia, definitely you can use it here. And you'll have a lot of more perspective in life. Yeah.
Diba? Pabalik-balik na lang siya ng guys. Okay, next one. So can you share the experiences of like Filipino students who have studied at your institution in Queensford College specifically?
Yeah, so obviously, like what I said, I was one of Queensford College's student. We already had a lot of students who completed the courses with us, and we also have a lot of Filipino students currently studying with us. For our students who've completed the course with us, I hope and I believe that they probably had a good experience. I know they're doing well now in Australia. We probably helped them as well to gain that skills or knowledge that they are currently using now in their work. And with the current students in Australia, we try our best to help them, to support them in everything they need throughout their studies, because sometimes there will be like a lot of challenges, a lot of different cases that happens. But with Queensford College, like we try our best to help them all throughout their studies. So I hope that their experience, like based on their testimonies as well, I hope that their experience is great, that they are enjoying their studies in Australia. And yes, because they only come to the college 2 days a week, isn't it great?
Like it's great, Unlike here in the Philippines, like it's really a big difference when you go like or study abroad, specifically in Australia, with the like amount of classes or like the amount of effort they put to in classes schedule is really important also. Because there was one time, I just also want to share, there was one time when we went to like your Brisbane campus. And then there was this a certain class, I think it's for early childhood, and then there's a lot of like Filipino students. There's really a big like Filipino community in Queensford where you can really meet like your fellow like Filipinos outside of your like own home. Like for example, if you're from Luzon, you can like meet from Visayas, from Mindanao, and it's so cool because you feel like you're in a classroom full of Filipino students, and we get to like experience that firsthand in your like school when we went there, because we had to judge their like activities per group.
Oh, you did that.
So one of the instructors already invited us. Hey, do you want to like judge their work and like decide on the winners? It was okay, we'll try. So it was like really cool because they were cheering so loudly in Tagalog. Hey, pick mine, this is great. So it was like a really like great experience that we like also share to our students also. So next question. What were their favorite aspects of studying abroad? So since you're the student experience, like you usually like handle or like you usually talk with students or mainly international students. So what are their favorite aspects?
In terms of studying abroad, like obviously number one is their work.
Their work.
When they start earning a lot of money, that's their favorite aspect. But in terms of their studies, like probably when they go out, because we sometimes organize like barbecues or graduations, we sometimes go out and invite our students as well. We try, our best, like, because obviously, like, it's not easy to be away from home. So we want them to feel at home. We want them to, not feel the homesickness. So a lot of the students experience that. So we do those kind of things. But their favorite aspect would be like probably traveling and exploring Australia. Because it's free, especially in Brisbane now. When you go to the beach, like there's no entrance fee. Like, like in Brisbane now as well, like the fare is just 50 cents. Like you can go wherever and it's only 50 cents. And like, before it was a bit expensive, but now it's like 50 cents.
So just like one ride is 50 cents. I think they can like really save up on those things. So that's why when we were there and they asked us, you don't have this like card.
The Go card. Call it Go card.
You don't have this card. I think it's a discount card when you're like a student, and we pay like the like normal fare, and it was so expensive.
It hasn't been implemented before. So I think it was implemented 1st of August when you left.
Yeah.
So Well, but
So
now
there-
we're lucky.
Yeah, so I think one of the like most their favorite aspect is work. 'Cause in our case as Asians also, they also ask us how about like the work culture in Australia, and we always say that it's really like a new experience, like really for them, because they tend to have like here they tend to have like a limited work or like working like double jobs, but in Australia they are stretched. And like it's really like also great to see like those students like growing in their like career development, starting from scratch to like becoming someone that they are really proud of themselves.
Like for example, myself, like I was example myself. I used to work in a hotel, right? When I first arrived in Australia, I used to be working in a hotel, and I used to work as a cleaner as well. I used to do cleaning jobs. I did that for a week. For a year or more, and before I joined Queensford College. But yeah, as long as you have the perseverance and determination, because in Australia they don't judge.
Yeah.
That's one good thing about it. Like they're not racist at all. Like you just show them the skills that they need. They would take care of you or they would hire you. It's just like because they know how Filipinos work as well. So yeah, that's one great thing about Australia, and there's a lot of like what I said, different cultures there, and they're really friendly, especially if you go into a work where the environment or the community is great, like you'll be enjoying working while earning.
Okay, next question. So since you are yung parang takbuhan ng mga international student, ganyan, so did they face like any challenges, or how did they overcome them? Like for example, if they are to consult yung mga like things on anything under the sun to you, like how
obviously, like being an international student, there's gonna be a lot of challenges along the way. One of them, number one, will be homesickness.
Yeah.
Like especially if you're not yung parang hindi ka sanay na mawalay sa family mo, like mental stress, anxiety and things like that. So they would come to me, and what we do is we provide them the best support. For example, they're experiencing homesickness. So if the student cannot take it anymore, despite of talking to friends, going out with friends, I would suggest they come back and take a break, because you can do that as a student. It's not because it's not because you're enrolled, you cannot come back. You can always come back, but you just have to talk to the schools. Like you can request for a suspension of your course in the meanwhile, stay here for a while, like a week or 2 or 3, whatever, and then try to go back again. But what I normally advise them is, when you applied for a student visa, what was your goal?
Yeah.
Because when they experience that homesickness, you have to go back to your original goal. Why are you in Australia? So that way, so with that way, the student would be able to, come back home, but they'll come back. Like I had a lot of students who came back, but who came back to the Philippines, but also came back to Australia, because what will you do here in the Philippines anyway, right? Like, especially if you've already resigned from your job, you've already risked everything. So might as well, it's just prayers. Tiyagaan lang and lakasan lang ng loob. So you just have this, I tell the students, just have the faith and pray. Be relaxed as well. Like don't be so stressed, don't think too much. Just go with the flow, and then while achieving your goal. So that's one challenge that I normally hear from the students, about their homesickness. One thing as well with our challenges as well with the students is sometimes students tend to talk to other people, like they will hear a lot of news here and there, and they would probably believe whatever fake news. Maybe fake news, but whatever they would hear, they would believe it without without verifying it. So I just advise the student to do their own research. Talk to the right people, even if not us, but talk to the right people, not the people who would say, oh, I heard this is what you do. So that's why sometimes it's really hard. And another thing is when they try to go to other transfer, or do other things, or they a person or a company would promise them something, but would not do it anyway. So don't take those risks. Otherwise, it's gonna be a risk to your visa. So we always remind them to always follow whatever the conditions in the visa is. those are just hearsay or challenges or issues that they just have to go and talk to the right people.
Yeah, like it's really important, guys, to like if you are an aspiring like international student, be sure to have your resources
Yes.
legit.
Legit,
talaga.
yes,
Yeah.
legit. And do your research.
Yeah, if it takes you like 100 videos or like podcasts, ganyan, or takes you like 100 research to do or to hear those important like advice or like important informations that you need to know before like applying for like student visa, because it's really hard to do like international study, so it's not as easy as it looks. So it's really important to do your research and to be informed and to always go to like the right people who really give out those true
The right
information.
advices,
Yeah,
yes.
right advices and like informations to you. So that's really important. Like nowadays, since there are like a lot of freedom now when it comes to like social media and stuff, so it's really important that you do your part also as an international student in the future.
Because one thing as well is they would not, sometimes like because of I heard this, I heard that,
Yeah.
the student would stop coming to the classes, the student would stop submitting their assessment, they would not complete their courses or their placement. In the end, it's their loss, right?
Yeah.
So that's why it's really important to just follow whatever the visa condition is to avoid this risk. Like if they have any issues, if students has any issues like within their course or completing, or they're like, for example, they're having this mental stress or anxiety and all, they just have to come and talk to the student support
Yeah.
services of, for example, Queensford, and we and tell whatever they're currently experiencing, for us to be able to assist them and plan ahead what how can we keep them on track on their
Or how can you help them?
on their course, like on how to complete their course, because our goal is for them to complete the course.
Yeah.
For the students to complete the course, that's always our main goal. We try our best to help them and remind them that this is your priority here.
Yeah.
The studies is the priority, and complete the course is your number one goal, to be able to go further and achieve
Yeah.
the goals that they have in Australia.
Yeah, so that's one important thing, is to know your why
Mhm.
and always go back to why did you want to study abroad. So that's really important. The next one, what advice would you give to other Filipino students considering like studying abroad?
Take the risk.
Wow.
You'll never know until you'll get there. There's we were talking about challenges. There will be like ifs, buts there. But as long as you're willing to take the risk, as long as hindi ka mapili, and as long as you know how to redo your own research, and malakas yung loob mo, just have faith in the Lord, or have faith,
Yeah.
and take that risk. Otherwise, if you just be in your comfort zone and takot ka, or
Mhm.
you don't want to lose anything, like there's no growth in that.
Mhm.
Yeah, so my number one advice is take the risk. Come and at least experience studying abroad. But you have to have the goal, and also the mindset, and the strong tawag nito, yung strong will.
Yeah.
Like you have to have the determination, the perseverance to be able to stay there. You have to be mentally strong to be able to study.
Mentally prepared.
Mentally prepared, to be able to be living abroad or studying abroad.
Mhm. So there you have it, guys. Those are some of the like FAQs that the usual like aspiring international students usually ask us. So we've asked it like directly to our like partner institutions on how international student can benefit like Filipinos like us on international study. Since we are very hardworking, we are very resilient, so those are in our like culture nowadays. And right now, we just want to encourage you that if you're looking for a sign, or if you're looking for like motivation to do international study, or if you've been like researching for Australia for quite a while, then you've come in the right place. And thank you guys for like listening. Thank you guys for watching this video, and stay tuned for more of these contents, and see you at Queensford College soon. Bye.
See you guys.
That's it for today's journey. We hope that you're feeling inspired to pack your bags and step into the adventure of a lifetime. See you on our next episodes. Bye!